Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to discuss the Viva question from Welding. We have already covered the fitting part. If you haven't seen it yet, you may check it by clicking on the I button at top right corner. So let's start. Firstly, what is welding? Welding is a process of joining two metals with the help of heat source. What are the key factors that affect welding? Welding depends on melting point, thermal conduction, thermal expansion, and surface condition. What are the different types of welding? Welding can be classified into two types: pressure welding, which is also known as plastic welding, and non-pressure welding, which is also known as fusion welding. In plastic welding, metal pieces are heated to a plastic state and then forced together by external pressure. A very good example is of resistance welding. In fusion welding, metal pieces are heated to a molten state and allowed to solidify. An example could be of arc welding. Which type of welding we have used in the project? We have used non-pressure welding, or more precisely, AC arc welding. What is an AC arc welding? AC arc welding refers to that type of welding where heat is generated by an electric arc struck between electrode and metal piece. Why it is known as arc welding? It is called as arc welding because it uses an electric arc to generate the heat needed to melt and join metals. Why we have used AC arc welding instead of DC arc welding? AC arc welding offers several advantages over DC welding. AC arc welding is cost-effective, easy to implement, voltage drop in long leads is much less, therefore preferred over long distances, and there is hardly any problem in arc blow in AC welding. On the other hand, DC welding is costlier, hard to implement as it contains moving parts. Voltage drop is relatively higher, and therefore only short cables are used. Also with DC, there is always a fear of arc blow unless proper connections are maintained. What is the temperature during arc welding? The temperature during arc welding is usually from 6,000 to 7,000 degrees Celsius. Which type of voltage comes in our home? The type of voltage that comes to our home is alternating current or AC voltage. What are the various tools and equipments used in welding? The various tools and equipments used in welding are face shield, tong, electrode, steel wire brush, electrode holder, and chipping hammer. What is the use of chipping hammer? The pointed side of chipping hammer is used for slag removal. Slag removal should always be done from side. If we try removing it from top, there are chances that slag comes in our eyes. The chisel side of chipping hammer is used for spatter removal. Spatter are originated during welding and get stuck to the metal. These should also be removed from side. If we try removing it from top, the loosely bound spatter will get tightly bound due to the hammer force. What do you mean by slag and spatter? The solidified flux coating after burning is called slag. The color of slag is white when it is in hot condition and black when it becomes cold. The molten metal droplets that scatter around the work area are known as spatter. What is the name of flux used in electrode? The name of flux used in electrode is borax. Why we have used coated electrode? The coated electrode is used due to four main reasons. Firstly, to form a stable arc during welding. Secondly, to prevent oxidation of molten metal. It is also used for slag formation, which helps in slow cooling and therefore helps in preventing crack formation. It also has certain special elements added in it, which improve the welding. What do you mean by consumable and non-consumable electrode? Consumable electrode are those which melt along with the workpiece and fills in the joint. Non-consumable electrode are those which do not melt along with the workpiece, and filler material is used to fill them in the joint. Which among consumable and non-consumable electrode is better to use? Non-consumable electrode are always better to use. This is because metal that is to be deposited by a filler rod can be controlled, which is not possible in consumable electrode. Why a minimum 2 mm gap is needed to be maintained between electrode and workpiece. A minimum 2 mm gap is always needed to be maintained between electrode and workpiece. If the gap is less than 2 mm, then there is a possibility of electrodes sticking to metal, and if it is more than that, more spatter will get produced, and as a result, more metal will be scattered. What is straight and reverse polarity? In straight polarity, electrode is connected to the negative terminal, and workpiece is connected to the positive terminal, and flow of electron takes place from electrode to workpiece. In reverse polarity, electrode is connected to the positive terminal, and workpiece is connected to the negative terminal, and flow of electron takes place from workpiece to electrode. Electrode connect to positive terminal burns away 50% faster than connected to the negative terminal. What are the various types of flames? The different types of flames are neutral flame, oxidizing flame, and carburizing flame. In neutral flame, oxygen and acetylene are present in equal volume. In oxidizing flame, oxygen is present in higher volume. In carburizing flame, acetylene is present in higher volume. Neutral flame is used for welding cast iron, steel, copper, aluminium, etc. Oxidizing flame is used for welding alloys. Carburizing flame is used for welding when we need to harden the surfaces. What are some welding defects? Welding defects include cracks, which can come due to localized stress set up by uneven heating. Porosity, which occur mainly due to entrapped gases. Inclusion. The presence of non-metal substance in a metal is termed as inclusion. Undercut, which can come due to excessive heating. What are the various types of joints in welding? Various types of joints in welding are butt joint, corner joint, T-joint, lap joint, and edge joint. That's it from welding part. In next video, we will be discussing about electroplating. Thank you so much for watching, and do give your valuable feedback in comment section.